Hello everyone, this is Dark Guy 3, otherwise known as Jonny, and I'm here with Chris, and today we're going to be talking about the London riots, and this is Let's Talk and London riots. Okay Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, but looking at this footage, I think what's going on in London, it's fucking terrible.
Yes,
I'm doing better than Central London.
Well,
Croydon, in this picture.
I think most of us are doing better than London and Birmingham.
I think downtown Baghdad's doing better than Croydon at the moment.
Well, yeah, from looking at all these fires, holy crap. Yeah, so do you have any idea what it was that started all this?
I heard something about a shooting, but I don't know if it was a policeman got shot or a policeman shot someone. And someone was saying, unlike us people in suits who were prepared to wait about 6 weeks for details, the younger generation want answers straight away. And because the police weren't giving those answers, the next logical step was riots. So that will get the answers.
Genius idea, isn't it? Well, apparently,
yeah.
I think
more people don't think of it. Yeah.
I think it was a policeman shot a civilian or something.
Do you know what the conditions was why they shot them?
Nope, no idea.
They asked were they a Brazilian electrician on the tube?
Were they a Brazilian electrician on the tube?
You don't get that. That's about the bloke that they thought was a terrorist.
Oh, was that the previous guy? Yeah.
They shot him twice in the head with a submachine gun.
I'm honestly not sure what the conditions of this one are. I mean, it is a bit.
Yeah, but nothing sort of justifies what they're doing. I mean, the amount of public destruction.
The family of the guy who died, his own, have said, "Look, don't say this is in someone's name because the guy was a good guy, and we don't want this sort of stuff happening under his name." I mean, I think no one actually knows what the point is of what's been happening.
No, well, to begin with, there were peaceful protests about whatever happened, and then, of course, every time you have peaceful protests, demonstrations, you get these undesirables that just want to cause trouble. I mean, they've had it in Canada. In Canada, they have almost every year, they have some sort of demonstration about something where people just go down, just like public awareness sort of thing. It's not like a protest, like the student ones, where people are just there just to be annoying. It's just they sort of sit down, don't block all the roads, like to get in everyone's way, but just sort of public awareness to show what's going on. And they say they get these people that come down from Quebec and up from Canada, up from America, and they just trash everything. They get cars burnt all over the place, and then they just bugger
want to.
Yeah.
And
then they bugger across the border again.
Yeah. Christ, it's a bit much, isn't it? I mean, the whole situation is it's so out of hand at the moment that the police and the fire brigade can't actually keep up with what's been going on. So
we haven't had anything like this for ages, though.
No, we haven't. But it's just, it doesn't seem like this is the most sensible response, because all you're doing is annoying more and more people.
Yeah, you're just going to make everything worse. It's more likely now for someone else to get shot.
Yeah,
if you're doing this.
From what I've heard, that there are more people now who have been injured or lost their life from the riots than...
no one has died yet.
I'm not sure if they have or not, have they? I mean, Twitter's been saying they have, but that's just Twitter.
Oh yeah, because Twitter's a reliable source of information.
Twitter's a completely reliable news source, but yeah, I mean, people have been getting injured from this, and people's lives have been ruined by this. I mean, you've got people, losing their businesses and everything.
And that's someone on a bike being hit over the head with a truncheon. So yeah, people are getting injured. Go on, hit him again.
Someone just threw a trolley at some.
Yes, the policeman with the big riot shields. Yeah, a trolley's going to take him out.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, we're actually watching the news coverage at the same time as recording this, so we're just going to get
BBC News, the best news station.
Yeah.
Not like that biased American stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Oh, there's the one trying to break into Ladbrokes.
Yeah.
It's a bookie. That's armoured glass.
Yeah, we're not going to get through. I mean, I'm sorry for the Americans who are watching these videos, who watch my videos as well. But this probably won't interest you.
They're going again.
Okay. They're trying again, are they?
They're trying again.
Use that plank of wood. Use that.
Yeah, that'll break the bulletproof glass.
That'll work, won't it? Yeah, but you can tell from the intelligence of these people doing this stuff who it is that's actually rioting. So, but Chris, what would you do? Oh no, he just threw the stick. Sorry, what would you do to these guys who are rioting? Okay.
Yeah.
apologies for that second, guys. Chris has had to change to a new headset. You notice a slight difference. But anyway, Chris, what would you do, to these people who are rioting at the moment?
Well, I watched a very good program earlier today. It was all about the history of the shotgun. There was one thing that I very liked, the bean bag, which is basically a small webbing bag, not very, about an inch big, filled to the brim with birdshot, which is very small, almost BB-sized bits of metal, moving around. And what it does is that when that hits you, because it's all travelling in one sort of pack, it's not spreading out like a shotgun, it squashes and that absorbs all the impact, so it doesn't go through you or blow arms off. But looking at it, it probably can still break limbs and things like that.
I think if you get it right, you'll break a few ribs.
Yeah, if you're too close. But the idea is for crowd control. Like you fire it at people, and it's going to knock the wind out of you. I mean, because the Americans, when they have anything like that, they start firing these beanbags at everyone, or rubber bullets. They sometimes call, which are a similar type. I think they're fired out of a grenade launcher, though, and they're a bit, they do a bit more damage.
I mean, I'm surprised that the police haven't been using tear gas and stuff.
Oh, there's all this stuff. You can't use tear gas, you can't use water cannons.
They've been told they can't use water cannons because it can cause a lot of damage. Well, I think from this point, we've kind of lost any hope of helping these guys.
I don't know if you, when the student riots were on, they were talking about the use of water cannons and how dangerous it was, and there was that image of a rioter in South Africa.
Was it a guy who had his eyes torn out?
One of his eyes was hanging out of its socket, still connected though.
Yeah, they're using that at the moment as well on the internet to try and stop people from using the water cannons. Yeah, it's an effective use of a water cannon, but I guess it doesn't help if you're injured.
They were using really high pressure. I mean, the idea we were using to disperse the student riots, they were firing water up and over them at low pressure, just to ruin their day, just make them work.
Well, was it a student riots? Basically they're like, oh my, if you're talking about the high class students, like, oh no, my suit is ruined.
Yeah. If there's any Americans, I just want to clear this up. You're probably thinking, well, it rains all the time in England. Why would they be worried about being wet? It doesn't rain all the time over here. Just most of the time.
Yeah, there are times when we get sun as well, but on the whole, it does rain a fair amount. Not probably as much as the Americans, but it does rain a fair amount.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But anyway, back to our point.
Spring and winter.
Back to our point. So, do you reckon the point of this whole riot has just kind of gone?
No, there's no point.
They've lost the point, really, haven't they?
It was just,
all it's ascended to.
The areas that have probably got areas, there's lots of undesirables around, and they're just out to cause trouble. And
they are mostly the arse end of London.
And usually when it's the majority of people are there peacefully, and then there's a few that are there to cause trouble. This is the other, because of the areas it's in. Sorry if you live in Lewisham or Croydon, but it's a lot of undesirables and a small minority who are actually there peacefully. Now it's the minority of peaceful protesters seem to have all gone. A Call of Duty advert. And it's just people that just want to cause trouble, steal stuff, loot, and the anarchists and all those.
It has resorted just now to people thieving stuff from shops.
I know.
Which is kind of sad.
But there's not enough police to deal with it. I mean, I'm sure if there were more police, they would be more aggressive.
Well, you have this. We've got this many youths, basically, for lack of a better word, going around, and the police are spread so thin. I mean, you've got the police can't keep up. The fire services for both Birmingham and London can't actually keep up with all the fires that are breaking out because they're starting so many now. I mean,
it's been so long since we've had real riots in multiple places.
Yeah.
And it's been ages since the IRA were attacking in England, and we've lost. We've sort of thought, we don't need all these armoured Land Rovers and all this stuff anymore.
Yeah. So you've kind of forgotten about what we need to.
We've grown a bit more. We don't need this much. We've got a bit less, and as well as all the budget cutbacks from this new government.
Yeah. So do you reckon?
Now this comes along. Hang on a minute. Maybe we need those.
So do you reckon, do you reckon we'll have this sorted anytime soon, or do you reckon we're set for this for a while?
Oh, probably go on for a few more days.
That's great, because there was word.
Then probably run out of steam.
There was word that there would be some riots breaking out up here in the East Midlands.
Well,
sorry, for those who don't know, that I'm from a bit further north I live in a bit further north of the country than Chris here, and they're saying that a riot's going to be breaking out in Nottingham, which is where I live, and Leicester, which is a city just south of Nottingham. So I'm not looking forward to this next week.
Yeah, I won't be coming up to visit you anytime soon.
Oh, I don't blame you. And I'm not going to be going down south anytime soon.
Well, it's fine here.
It's fine there, yeah.
I'm in Hertfordshire. I'm not in London.
So you can see that I think there's a few more undesirables here where I live. I think so, because Nottingham does have the nickname Shottingham.
Well, you've got all those university students, all righteous, and what they say is all right.
Oh yes, I mean all the students in Nottingham are so, we're so powerful, and we know exactly what we mean, and we know everything. Well, they know everything.
It's like when you get all those stupid war protesters, they're all students, and they know nothing about it.
Yep. Sounds about right. I mean, we don't know much about what's going on. All we can do is discuss what we've heard and what's going on.
But,
yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse though, is it, for behaving that way?
I mean, fair enough, a person was killed, and it may or may not have been. Police may or may not have been in the wrong.
It's not about that anymore.
The fact of the matter is, what was going on at this point in time is not acceptable, and
there's a slight breakdown in the police governing the place and police enforcement, and people are taking advantage of that to do whatever the hell they like.
Yep. Okay, so I think we're going to have to leave it there. We're on a tight schedule, so thanks for talking about us, Chris. We'll see you again in a future episode of Let's Talk, probably next week's. Okay guys, this has been Let's Talk London Riots. Let me know what you thought about everything, and whether you're in the UK and how these riots are affecting you, let us know. And we'll see you all again soon. See you again, guys.
No one's going to listen to this.
They may, you never know.